2, 1. Start.
Takuto. Yuya.
Grace. Aurora. We are
Avengers.
Hey guys, at first I wanna ask you guys a question. Do you know where it is? Are you familiar with this part of this wall?
Oh, on TTC monthly pass.
Yes!
Oh.
Bingo! But no gift. Sorry. Yes, it is TTC monthly Metro Pass and it is for June. This month, the Pride Month. The month for LGBTQ groups. And what is LGBTQ?
Okay.
Takuto.
Okay, I will introduce what is LGBTQ. L, lesbian. B, the G, gay. And the B, bisexual. This means people who can love the men and the women, male and female, both. And the T, transgender. This is people who changed on gender or sex by surgery, something like that. And last, Q. Are you familiar with Q? Q. Yeah, some people don't know this Q. This is queer or Christian. This is very difficult to explain, but this is people who can change on gender anytime. Today, I want to become a man, and tomorrow, I want to become women. This is queer or Christian. And we researched about, is there any homophobia in Canada? Okay, Yuya, what is homophobia?
Thank you, Doctor. Now I'm going to talk about the meaning of homophobia. It encompasses negative feelings or attitude toward homosexuality or people who are identified as being homosexuality or gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgenders. It has been defined as a strong feeling of dislike, like antipathy or hatred. And it also includes a desire to stamp out or suppress homosexuality. Then from now, we are going to talk about questionnaire, interview, and social experiment we did during the last 6 weeks. This is quite sudden, but do you know the relationship between May 17th and LGBTQ? No. Actually, this is a special day for them. It is International Day Against Homophobia. Hopefully it was Thursday, so we had project day on that day. So we did an interview in the OIZ building, 90 people. So we interviewed 90 people about whether they know the relationship or not. And the result was only 1 people out of 19 didn't know that. It was a little bit surprising. And then now Grace will talk about our driving question.
And before that, I want to show you this picture from Wikipedia. As you can see, there are 3 parts, the green one and the red and the white one. And in these green parts, like Canada and America, the government has a very positive attitude for LGBTQ groups. And like in this area, gays or lesbians, they can marry legally. And for this part, like Japan and China, they are white part, the government has a neutral attitude. They do not support, but they also do not avoid. You can do any LGBTQ activities. And as you can see, there are so many red parts in Asia and Africa. In these countries or districts, government has a really negative attitude for LGBTQ groups. And like in some Middle East Asian countries, if people do some LGBTQ activities, it is illegal. And even though they will face to a death penalty. So As we can see, in Asia and North America, people's attitude is totally different. And here, because of the culture, religion, and like government's attitude, there are so many homophobic people here. So we are curious about if there is any homophobia in Canada, in Toronto, and if there is, how to reduce homophobia in Toronto. So, Aurora.
Yeah. Sorry. So we did an online survey about that, but before I introduce the online survey, I want to introduce the following thoughts of that. We wanna search people's attitude towards not only the LGBTQ but also homophobia. Then we can find lots of difference. Maybe that difference of gender, of age, of culture background. Then we can compare with Canadian attitude. Then maybe after analyzing that, we can find the solution how to reduce homophobia in Toronto, in here. So this online survey, the people who answered this online survey are from Europe, from Asia, from this kind of country, no Canadian, local people, yeah. So there are some basic information. Our survey covered different gender, different sexual orientation, and different age. Then that's the first question, what's your attitude towards LGBTQ? The blue one and the red or orange, red one, their attitudes are so positive. More than half of them think love is love. There's no difference of gender. And just, you can see the few people, they cannot accept LGBTQ. And that question about homophobia. Also, as you can see, most of them choose they can understand why people have homophobia, but they don't think people should have that. Then this question is about for people from different countries about the gay marriage legalization. And as you can see, they are from Asia countries, Thailand, China, and I think these two are from Korea and Japan. But they have the same answer. The government didn't agree the gay marriage legalization, but the public attitude is totally different. They respect them. Okay, the final question is really interesting. If you find out your friend or family is homosexual, what would you do? And as you can see, this red part, they said they accept that and will treat him or her as before. And the blue part, they support and encourage him or her. The most interesting one is the purple one. People who choose the purple cannot accept LGBTQ, but if he or she has a close relationship with me, so I might change my attitude to LGBTQ. So maybe from this question, we can find that the homophobia might just exist between the strangers. If people who have a very close relationship with you, maybe you will change your attitude. So we wanna further explore the homophobia between strangers. So we did a very special social experiment. So welcome Takuto to introduce them.
Okay, actually we did a social experiment. We did a free hug. This is very popular social experiment. We did in front of Ontario Museum and in front of Eaton Center. We did this social experience and record and upload to YouTube. After you watch this video, if you feel moved, please push the like button.
Just like the light of the morning, after the darkness has gone, the shadow of my love is falling on a place where the sun always shone. Don't you know that's where our hearts both belong? 'Cause I don't want to say goodbye. Let the stars shine through. No, I don't want to say goodbye. All I wanna do is live with you. Together our two hearts are strong. Don't you know that's where our hearts both belong? 'Cause I don't want to say goodbye. Let the stars shine through. I don't want to say goodbye. All I wanna do is live with you. All I wanna do is live with you.
And when I was editing this video, I counted how many hugs do we get, and it is nearly 100. And can you guess how long have we been standing there?
4 hours.
Guess?
2 hours.
How many hours?
3 hours.
3?
Maybe an hour.
4 hours.
I don't
5
think
hours.
half an hour. I don't think it should be very long.
It is an hour actually. Yeah, and only an hour because of the weather, because it was going to rain. Yeah, but fortunately, I think we've already seen the rainbow before the rain coming. And I want to say thank you for Toronto people. They are so kind and so cute. Like some parents, they saw us and they're gonna to explain what is LGBTQ to their children. And some people, they didn't come to hug us, but they smile to us and sum up or take videos or pictures of us. So I'm really appreciate and share your feelings.
This is my first time to do social experiment. So at first I was very nervous, but the result was very impressive. And judging from the result, I could realize that we can change the attitude toward LGBTQ by changing laws or president apologies, something like that. So I'm surprised.
How about you?
Yeah, actually, I did this free hug when I was in Japan, and at that time was standing for 5 or 6 hours, and I hugged totally only 10, less than 10 people. Japanese people were very shy, but Canadian people is very active and friendly. I don't know. I don't know why there is such a very big difference, but I believe this is why Canada is the most open-minded country about LGBTQ. Thank you.
Okay, so from the online survey, the interview, and the social experiment, we can draw a conclusion. Oh, don't you forget our driving question? So we can draw a conclusion about our driving question is that we don't have to reduce homophobia in Toronto because there is no homophobia. But this conclusion just based on what we done during these weeks, our interview, our survey, our social experiment. So just based on it, because maybe there is some limitation. For example, this month is the Pride month, so maybe people will show. So people will be more open or more friendly to LGBTQ group. And actually, we choose this topic and we did lots of things. We don't want to persuade people to support LGBTQ pride like us. We don't want to persuade. We just want to show what we've done during these few weeks. And if there is a very little impact in your heart, we will be really, really thankful. And actually, instead of saying that we support LGBTQ, it's better to say that we support the equal right to love, the different way of life. Thank you.
Thank you.